Hey guys, I'm Jackie, your reluctant housewife, empowering you to find your inner domestic goddess in and out of the kitchen. Today we're gonna make one of my favorite go-to recipes, Cacio de Pepe. Okay, so I love this recipe because it's kind of perfect when you're coming home from like a trip. It's a great recipe to make when you just come home from the airport or a long drive and you're like, I'm starving. What do I eat? What can I make really fast because I have nothing in my house because I've been traveling? This is it. This is the recipe, and I feel very Italian today, slash kind of like beachy, but like whatever. I'm gonna go with Italian. Amalfi, the Amalfi Coast. That's where I'm going. So let's make some cacio de pepe. Okay, so cacio de pepe is really just spaghetti and cheese. It's pretty awesome. It's very easy to make. I'm boiling some water. I'm going to add some spaghetti, which you can use whatever you want. You can use angel hair, any kind of long, well actually really any kind of pasta you want is fine. Okay, so while our pasta is cooking, I'm gonna add some butter. I've got some Parmesan Reggiano, it's all nice and grated, which is very important. That's what you're gonna need. And then I've got some kosher salt and some crushed black pepper. That's it. You have that at home. And if you don't, you should just, before you leave, grab that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and melt 3 tablespoons of butter into my pan. And it's very important to, when you're making your pasta, to not get rid of all of your pasta water because we're really gonna need that to make our sauce. So I'm going to add some black pepper to my butter. And I'm gonna let the heat from that, take a medium heat, go ahead and kind of bring out the flavor of the pepper, just sort of open that up, and that's what heat will do. Beautiful. With pasta, you should definitely go ahead and stir it some. You don't want it to get stuck to each other. Also, let's go ahead and add a little bit of kosher salt to this. I should have done this earlier. Okay, so my butter is starting to bubble up, which is great, and my pepper is starting to blossom. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of my pasta water to this. So I'm going to add about a half cup of my pasta water to my butter. And as you can see, that immediately bubbles up, which is great. Just go ahead and sort of stir that around or whisk it. Ooh, it's going to be good. And I didn't even just come home from my trip. Since this is bubbled up, we're going to remove this from the heat and set aside for about 3 minutes just to kind of cool down. That's where we're going to add our Parmesan. Okay, so we're going to add our Parmesan. I can open it. To our butter mixture, and you're going to add about, depending on how much pasta you're making, usually about like a cup and a half or so. But I would go ahead and try to eye this like cooks do. So I have 3 tablespoons of butter in here. I have about a cup of Parmesan, and I'm just going to keep whisking this, making that really annoying sound. And just for good measure, I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of my pasta water, again, sort of about like half a cup. I'm going to sort of add that. You're going to have to add all of it. And I'm going to go ahead and whisk that together too. Now, my pasta is done. It is. It's done. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and drain this. Okay, awesome. And I'm just going to add it right to my pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to completely coat it in the sauce. I think I added a little too much water. So I'm just going to kind of stir this around so that my Parmesan can melt a little bit more. Oops. This looks delicious. I'm totally excited. In fact, I'm even more excited now that I've sort of sauteed it a little bit. It just has kind of like a yummy, not burnt, but like, you know, smoky flavor from the cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to a bowl. I'm just going to stick it all in the bowl. Yay! Oh my gosh. I'm going to give you a nice close-up view of this. Alright, so gorgeous, beautiful. This, I feel like I just went to an Italian restaurant. I'm really excited. Alright, let's try this. Mmm. This is delicious. I mean, This is exactly what you want to eat like any time of the day when you are just over everything. And you're just like, I'm hungry. I need something that will make me feel like home. It's cheesy and starchy and everything you need when you just come home from work or a long trip. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I'm Jackie, your reluctant housewife, empowering you to find your inner domestic goddess in and out of the kitchen. Catch me at yourreluctanthousewife.com on Facebook and Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, whatever, you know, all the socials at Your Reluctant Housewife or just Reluctant Housewife. Say hey, leave a message, subscribe, and I'll see you next time, guys.